Hello to everybody. In the previous class, we have discussed about the binomial expansion. Okay, x plus a whole to the power of an expansion, and the term starting from end to the first, the so and so term required term we have found. Next, in this class, let us write the some more expansions, binomial expansions, some more expansions. Okay, the more expansions. Just 1 plus x whole to the power of n expansion. This expansion is frequently occurs in our binomial topic. Therefore, let us write it. The 1 plus nc naught 1 plus nc1 into x plus the 1 means nc naught. The first term actually nc naught. That value is equal to 1. So, directly we can write as 1 plus nc1 into x plus nc2 into x square plus so on plus ncn into x power n. Here, what is the general term? General term is ncr into x power gradually increases up to n, 0 to n. So, we can write in the sigma notation r is equal to 0 to n, ncr into x power r. Here, we have to remember very well the coefficient of x power r. The coefficient of x power r is ncr. So, clearly, the coefficient of x power r is equal to NCR. Okay, next one, 1 minus x whole to the power of n expansion, just alternate signs, the same terms but alternate signs. That is 1 minus nc1 into x plus nc2 into x square minus so on, minus 1 whole to the power of n into ncn into x power n. In the sigma notation, sigma r is equal to 0 to n minus 1 whole to the power of r ncr into x power r. And some more expansions, x plus 1 whole to the power of n also sometimes required. That also I will write as x plus 1 whole to the power of n expansion. Now first, here x value starting from n, power starting from n up to 0. X power decreases from n to 0. The 1 power increases from 0 to n. Therefore, 1 power 0, 1 square, 1 cube, and so on, 1 to the power of n. And each and every term, the 1 is always 1. 1 power 0, 1. 1 power 1, 1. 1 square, 1. 1 cube, 1, and so on. So, that is why the first term nc naught into plus into x power n plus nc1 into x power n minus 1 plus nc2 into x power n minus 2 so on plus ncn x power is 0. Okay, here the sigma notation r is equal to 0 to n ncr into x power n minus r. Okay, similarly x minus 1 also required. X minus 1 whole to the power of n terms. Here we can write it. Here minus sign, next minus sign, and so on. Here finally minus 1 whole to the power of n into ncn. So for x minus 1 whole to the power of n, sigma notation r is equal to 0 to n minus 1 whole to the power of r ncr into x power n minus r. The next one, already yesterday in the previous class, x plus a whole to the power of n and x minus a whole to the power of n we have discussed. Now there are some also sometimes very important some problems. Let us write it. Fourth one, x plus a whole to the power of n plus x minus a whole to the power of n. Now in both expansions all the terms are same but sign is different somewhere. the first term the same sign, second term alternate sign, third term same sign. Therefore, by adding the opposite sign terms will be cancelled. So, second term and fourth term and so on are cancelled, and remaining terms are included two times. The first term included two times. So, the 2 can be taken as common factor, that will come as 2 into nc naught into x power n plus nc2 into x power n minus 2 into a square plus nc4 into x power n minus 4 into a to the power of 4, so on. Here in this case we cannot write the last term, we cannot mention the last term, because which term is cancelled we don't know. Last term cancelled or before term last but one term cancelled, we don't know. Therefore we write dash 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 dash, we leave like that. Okay, next, their difference how much will come? The x plus a whole to the power of n minus x minus a whole to the power of n is equal to the first term same sign. So on subtracting, the same sign terms are cancelled and opposite sign terms are not cancelled. So those terms are included two times. So first terms are cancelled, third term cancel, and so on. So by taking two common factor, second term nc1 into x power n minus 1 into a plus nc3 x power n minus 3 into a cube, so on. Okay, next one. So after writing these expansions, let us do one question. Next, middle term let us find. Middle term. Now in the expansion, any expansion, the middle term means the term number. First we find the term number, and then after that the term value also we find if need. Now what is the middle term? So after writing all the terms in the expansion, you have to count all the terms. Suppose the number of the terms are 20, 21, then what is the middle term? The 21 can be shared into the two parts, 10 plus 10 plus 1. So, suppose 1 plus x whole to the power of 20, okay, 1 plus x or x plus a, also you may take any one expansion. Here the power is important. Now n is 20 here, n is equal to 20. Now how many terms will come here? N plus 1 terms, that is 21 terms. So remember that n is even number. Now these 21 terms you can make into the two parts and cannot be shared equally. 21 cannot be shared equally. Therefore, one term let us keep like that, and the remaining terms they are 10, 10 and remaining one term. So from here first term to second term up to 10th term, and next 11th term, next 12th term, 13th and so on 21st term. Now from this let us leave it. Here from here to here the 10 terms are here, here 10 terms are here, and one term is left there. So the only one term is middle in this case when n is even. Now this term is the middle term. So we can conclude that if n is even number, the number of the terms are n plus 1, they are odd. Therefore, we can share n plus 1 as n by 2, this n by 2 and one term. Okay, n by 2 plus n by 2 plus 1 is equal to n plus 1. So this term up to here n by 2 terms are here, and this is the middle term. So n by 2 plus 1th term is the middle term. So when n is even number, n by 2 plus 1th term is the middle term. Okay, let us write it. Okay. Now what will happen when n is odd number? If n is odd number, the number of the terms are n plus 1, that is even number. If n is odd, number of terms are n plus 1, it is odd. Okay. Now odd number cannot be shared into the two equal parts. Odd number. N is odd, n plus 1 is even. Okay, sorry. N plus 1 even. N is odd. N plus 1 even. So even number can be shared into the two equal parts. So therefore how many terms will come to the each part? N plus 1 by 2, half half. So n plus 1 by 2 terms in each part. 1, 2, 3 up to here n plus 1 by 2 terms. And from here n plus 1 by 2 terms. Okay, there is no middle term. No left. So therefore here this term, here term are considered as the two middle terms. So what is the term number here? Here this term number is n plus 1 by 2. Here the term number is n plus 1 by 2 plus 1. The next term, that is n plus 3 by 2. So if n is even number, odd number, n plus 1 by 2 and n plus 3 by 2 terms are the middle terms. Okay. After that, the what is the term value? Let us write after finding the middle terms. So I will write them. Let x plus a whole to the power of n be given expansion. Okay. Case 1, if n is even, then n by 2 plus 1th term is middle. This is the middle term. N by 2 plus 1th term is the middle term. Now what is the term value? NCR into x power n minus r into a to the power of r. We have to write like. Now what is the r value here? For the n by 2 plus 1th term, what is the suffix? Now you observe here, in any expansion, NC0, NC1, NC2, so on, these binomial coefficients will come. This is the first term, second term, third term, NC3, fourth term. You observe anyway, there is the relation between the term number and the suffix of C. If you see the term number 4, suffix of C is 3. That is 1 less. Here also same thing we can apply. So n by 2 plus 1th term is the middle term. The suffix is 1 less. That is n by 2. So the r is n by 2. The value of the term t n by 2 plus 1 is equal to nc n by 2 into x power n minus n by 2. That is n by 2 into a to the power of n by 2. Okay, if n is even number. Next, if n is odd number, then which terms are the middle terms? N plus 1 by 2 and n plus 3 by 2. Then n plus 1 by 2th term and n plus 3 by 2th terms are middle. And the value of the terms t n plus 1 by 2 is equal to, what is the suffix? N plus 1 by 2 minus 1. That is nc n minus 1 by 2 into x power n minus half n minus 1 by 2. How much will come? 2n minus n plus 1 by 2. That is n plus 1 by 2. And a power n minus 1 by 2. This is one middle term, and the next middle term the one less of this or Tn plus 3 by 2 Nc one less means n plus 3 by 2 minus 1, that is equal to n plus 1 by 2 into x power how much, n minus of n plus 1 by 2, this is 2n minus n minus 1 by 2 n minus 1 by 2, x power n minus 1 by 2 and a power n plus 1 by 2. Okay. Okay, you have to remember very well in the permutations and combinations topic, we have derived so many properties of this NCR. So one of the property here, NCR equal to NC n minus R. Therefore, these values are same. NC n minus 1 by 2 and NC n plus 1 by 2 are same. Remember very well. Okay, a problem. Find the middle terms of 3x minus 2 by x square whole to the power of 20 2 power 2 into x power 1 by 3 plus 1 by x power 2 by 3 whole to the power of 21. Okay, middle terms. The first one, the 3x minus 2 by x square whole to the power of 20 is given. Here n is equal to 20. Now if n is even, what is the term? N by 2 plus 1th term is the middle term. So n by 2 plus 1 is equal to 10 plus 1, 11. The 11th term is middle term. So 11th term is middle. After that we can write the T11, that is T10 plus 1. So minus 1 whole to the power of r is 10, NCR 20C 10 into 3x whole to the power of 20 minus 10 into 2 by x square whole to the power of 10, that is equal to, this is positive, minus 1 power is even, that value will be equal to positive. This is 20C10 into 3 to the power of 10 x power 10 into 2 to the power of 10 by x power 20. So 20C10 into 6 power 10, 3 into 2 6. Here by x power 10. That is the middle term in this expansion. The second question also can be done in the same way, but the power is 21. The second one, 2 into x power 1 by 3 plus 1 by x power 2 by 3 whole to the power of 21. Here n is equal to 21, it is odd. Therefore, n plus 1 by 2, the term n plus 1 by 2 is 21 plus 1 by 2, 11. And the next 12th term, no need to find n plus 3 by 2, the next term is. Therefore, 11th and 12th terms are middle. Okay, therefore, now let us write them. T11 is T10 plus 1 is NCR 21C10 into 2 into x power 1 by 3 whole to the power of 10 into 1 by x power 2 by 3 whole to the power of 4. Here 21 minus 10, this is 10. 21 C10 into 2 to the power of here 11 into x power 10 by 11 by 3 here divided by x power 20 by 3. So 21 C10 into 2 to the power of 11, how much value? 20 by 3 minus 11 by 3. This is 9 by 3, that is 3. So divided by x cube. Okay, this is the one middle term of this expansion, and the next one also let us find. T12, T11 plus 1 is LCR 21C11 into 2 into x power 1 by 3 whole to the power of 21 minus 11 into 1 by x power 2 by 3 whole to the power of 11. 21C11 also can be written as NCn minus R form, that is equal to 21C10. 21C10 into 2 to the power of how much? It is 10 into x power 10 by 3 divided by x power 22 by 3. Now 22 by 3 minus 10 by 3. How much value will come? 12 by 3, that is equal to 4. So 21C10 into 2 to the power of 10 by x power 4. Okay, next one, the multinomial expansion. Multinomial expansion. What is the multinomial expansion? An expression containing the base and power. It is looking in the exponential form, base and power. If the base contains 2 or 3 or more terms, then the expansion is called the multinomial expansion. Now let us write the multinomial expansion. Actually, the total expansion cannot be written. The number of the terms are coming so and so very large number of the terms. So that is why we cannot write the total expansion. It is one reason, and second reason, the first term, second term, third term, we cannot mention. Suppose if you mention what is first term, what is second term, no use if you mention. Therefore, the complete expansion will not be written in case of the multinomial expansion. Now, just only we will write the general term of the expansion. The general term means not the term value according as the term value. Whereas in the binomial expansion, now we mention the general term according as the term value, term number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to r plus 1. In case of the multinomial expansion, suppose in the base there are the so many terms in the base, some x1 plus x2 plus x3 so on plus xr, xk whole to the power of n. Now in this expansion, the which term we have to mention as first term, which term as the second term, which term third term we cannot mention, and there is no use if you mention by taking the pains. So that is why the general term is mentioned as according to the power of x1, power of x2, power of x3 and so on. The expansion of x1 plus x2 so on plus xk whole to the power of n is called multinomial expansion. Okay, where x1, x2, so on, xk belongs to some real number. Of course, any complex number can be taken, but in general, we take only real numbers in case of the multinomial expansion. And exponent compulsory whole number, and n belongs to w. Whole numbers means starting from 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on, only counting numbers. Next. Now how many terms will come here? How many terms will come here? Just we have to go to the subject of the permutations and combinations. In the permutations combinations, there is a topic of giving of the similar things to the some persons. Now there are the things, or n things are there, n things, and similar things are there. Now giving the similar things to the 3 persons or 5 persons or any number of persons, there is the formula. The number of ways of giving the things, n similar things to the r persons is n plus r minus 1, c r minus 1. Okay, this is the number of ways of giving n similar things to the r persons. Okay. Now, how many things can be given to each person? Okay. Any number of things can be given to each person. Of course, if any number of things can be given to each person, then only the number of ways of giving the n similar things to r persons is like this. So, to each person, nothing can be given. One thing can be given. Two things can be given. All the things can be given to any person. According to that condition, the number of ways of giving, n plus r minus 1, cr minus 1. What is the connection between the number of ways of giving and the number of the terms? Now, if you observe in the binomial expansion, x plus a whole to the power of n, now we will write the x power and a power in each and every term. If you write strictly x plus a whole to the power of n expansion like this, and c naught into x power n into a to the power of 0 plus nc1 into x power n minus 1 into a power 1, nc2 into x power n minus 2 into a square, so on. The finally last term ncn into a to the power of 0, x power 0 into a to the power of n. You observe in each and every term x and a both are present, and x power something, a power something. Now let us assume that the power of x and a as the number of the things given to them. X is a person and a is a person. You think like that, and n is the number of the similar things available. So you think that we are giving the number of the n things, n similar things to the two persons x and a. Now given things where the given number of the things are indicated as the exponent. Here for example, exponent of x is n minus 1. That means we have given n minus 1 things to x and one thing to a. So we can give all the n similar things to x and a like this. There are so many cases will come. N 0, n minus 1 1, n minus 2 2, n minus 3 3, so on, 0 and n. Now the first place represent the number of things to given x, and the second place represent number of the things given to a. Let us assume like that. Now x took the n values, n things, and a took nothing. Okay, this is x, it is a. Now here you can observe that the n0 appears here as the exponent n comma 0, n minus 1 comma 1 and so on, n minus 2 comma 2 and so on, 0 comma n. Okay, you can observe that like that. Now how many terms are here? You can count it, n plus 1 terms. Here you can 0, 1, 2, 3 up to n plus 1 terms. Now this formula is number of ways of giving. So the same type of the concept can be applied to the multinomial expansion. In the multinomial expansion, how many persons are there? K persons are there. In how many number of ways can be given to them all the n things? According to this formula we can write. So the number of ways of giving n similar things to these all the k persons as n plus k minus 1 c k minus 1. Okay, let us write not k or okay. How many terms will come? Suppose, for example, x1 plus x2 plus x3 whole to the power of 10. How many terms will come in this expansion? The number of the terms 10 plus 3 minus 1 c 3 minus 1 13 minus 1 12 c2 12 c2 terms. 12 into 11 by 2 6 66 terms will come in this expansion. In all the 66 terms, in each and every term, the x1, x2, x3, everything is present. Of course, x1 power may be 0, x2 power may be 0, etc. So how can you consider the term number, first, second, third term? We cannot mention the term number. So we will write just the general term. What is the general term? The general term is considered according as the x1 power, x2 power, x3 power. How much powers should be taken to x1? Just something, alpha 1. x2 power, something, alpha 2. x3 power, alpha 3, and so on. In such a way, we will write the general term. Okay, in the expansion of x1 plus x2 so on plus xr whole to the power of n, one is number of the terms n plus r minus 1 c r minus 1. Next, the general term we assumed that x1 power alpha 1, x2 power alpha 2 and so on. Okay, what is the coefficient? If the x1 power is alpha 1, x2 power alpha 2. So we want to write the coefficient whenever the x1 power is alpha 1, x2 power alpha 2, so on, x